Yes, this show keeps on delivering. House of the Dragon, Season 2, Episode 2. Here's my reaction. Welcome to Fantasy for the Ages, the show where a father and son talk about fantasy, science fiction, other nerdy things we enjoy. Today, definite fantasy. It's just Jim, the father, here, bringing my reaction about the most important, most significant moments of Episode 2 here of this current season of House of the Dragon. There's some good stuff going on here, people. This episode is all about spoilers. So if you haven't seen it yet, stop now. Come back later. It's so good. Now, assuming you have watched it already, man, we are dealing with the fallout and the reactions to the devastating murder of King Aegon II's little tyke, his very young son. Clearly, that he's already has visions of sitting on the throne someday as well. His heir. Now, this hit was targeted at Aemond, Aegon's brother, the one who caused the death of Lucerys. So it would have been, retribution, perhaps justified. Daemon went ahead and set up this hit on Rhaenyra's orders, basically. She's hurting. She wants Aemond dead. Okay, I'll get it done. But the assassins botched the job. This is what was at the end of episode 1. When they couldn't find Aemond, they went after another male of the royal household, thinking, oh, look what a good job we've done. Yeah, bad call. So now we have two major ramifications. First, Rhaenyra is being blamed nationwide for ordering the murder of a child. This has broken her trust with Daemon. He has caused so much harm to her claim for the throne and her attempts to build support. Now she knows it's partly on her. She's the one that was weak and gave in, saying, give me Aemon's head. But she can't own that. She's putting the blame on Daemon because, dude, you screwed it up, and it's just like you screw up everything. And it causes some really strong words to come out where she's questioning whether he, accident that the little one was killed, maybe not. And am I really your queen? These deep down fears that he's just using her all along to get as close to ruling the nation as possible, they all come back up in these moments. She's angry, she's stressed, she's anxious, and she takes it all out in this argument, and he doesn't help it because he won't take any responsibility. Hey, I just did what you told me. It's not my fault it didn't work right. He ends up storming out of the castle, leaves Dragonstone on his dragon for points unknown. Is she right, by the way? That he's just using her to get close to the throne? Probably. But does he really not support her? Is he actually trying to screw things up? I don't think so. But yeah, where is this going to go? We'll find out. On the other side of the contest, King Aegon, this has set him off, man. He is done with being patient, which is all his counselors have been counseling. Into his frustration steps both Sir Criston Cole of the King's Guard and Nerys, that little whisper from the shadows. Now, Criston Cole, he has been opportunist again and again. I mean, that's why he's banging Aegon's mother. That felt dirty to say, but that's what's going on. This is Grimdark. He's not a good person. He's taking advantage of many opportunities. And now he's, taken action when everyone else says no. Oh, what action is he taking? We'll come back to that in a moment. But he's also the one who's rising in Aegon's eyes because Nerys off to the side going, everyone's telling you what to do. You really probably want to be a strong ruler. You probably want to be your own man. He's counseling him in directions that are very self-destructive. And here now we see it totally come to bear. Self-destructive decisions. And his grandfather, the Hand of the King, Otto Hightower, he goes off. He's like, you are such an idiot. He says things to him that he has no business saying to the king. But he makes it clear, I'm not talking to the king. I'm talking to my idiot grandson. Well, his idiot grandson says, enough's enough, and strips him of the role of the hand to the king. You are no longer the king's hand. Give me that little pin. And he makes Sir Kristen Cole the king's hand. Yeah, that has disaster written all over it. Speaking of disaster, the most spectacular moment of the episode came right at the end when we get the fight of Cargill versus Cargill. Kristen Cole sent another of the King's Guard to carry out the assassination of Rhaenyra. Now, this was partly to shift blame from him, the responsibility. He's head of the King's Guard. The assassination of the king's young son happened on his watch while he was in bed with the king's mom. He's shifting the responsibility onto this guy, saying, hey, you were the one on duty. How did you let it happen? Okay, you need to make it up. And he gives him a task, a quest. Go kill Rhaenyra. Now, he has a special way he can do this because his twin brother is on the King's Guard that stayed with Rhaenyra. So, they split, and half went with Rhaenyra, and the other half stayed with Aegon. So, he has an identical twin on the King's Guard. Using that cover, there's a chance he could get in. And, he got right into Rhaenyra's room, into her bedroom. He almost kills her. But word gets out there to the other King's Guards. His brother comes in. They have an epic battle with each other, which ends up leaving both of them dead. Wow. At least there's still balance on the King's Guard. One off from both sides. There are a few small elements of this episode that I think we need to watch. Where is Daemon gone? Has he gone off to Harrenhal like was the original plan? Is he going to try to prove his worth once again and indeed deliver a whole bunch of troops for Rhaenyra? And how about Aegon? Man, I said self-destructive decisions. He had all the rat catchers of the Red Keep killed because one of them was fingered as the other assassin. Figure out, I don't know which one, so by killing them all, I definitely got the right one. You just killed a whole bunch of innocent men. And the population, the small folk, they're going to turn against him. This is not going to end well. And then Rhaenyra. She honored Daemon's promise, not at first, but came around to it to free Mysaria. And the promise was made over Mysaria helping Daemon with information that ended up causing this whole mess. But still, Rhaenyra does the right thing. I think that's going to come to bear good fruit at some point. But then again, in this world, you never know. Okay, that's what I have on this episode. Thanks for watching. Got any comments on these things? Put them down below. We'll talk to you next time.